Hey guys, hey, this is Philip. This tutorial I'm going to show you how to refactor your GitHub repository so that you can pick up the latest changes in Blockli 2.0. Now, in Blockli 2.0, we completely refactored the GitHub repository files so that it will be a lot more easier for you guys to be able to manage your custom code in your repository. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's jump right in. So right here, when you purchase, when you download the latest version of Blockli, which is Blockli 2.0 and above, you're gonna get a new Blockli App Kit and the Blockli Custom Post Block 1.0. So this is the plugin that is going to do the work of adding the custom post blocks into your site. Of course, you're gonna install that in your WordPress website. But then the Blockli App Kit goes into your repository. So let's go ahead and open this. So when you open the app kit, so you're going to see two files. The first one is index and the other one is index-existing code. Now, the reason for this is because some people already have custom code in their repository. And by that, I mean the code that you have there is not only Blockli. If the only code that you have in your index file is Blockli code, then you just use the one that says index file. So let's go ahead and open this index file here. Now, when we open this, we're going to see that this is the code. So all you just need to do is copy this code right here and then jump into your GitHub repository. So let's jump into my GitHub repository. So I'll go to my main file here. Now, in this main file, you're going to see here, this is the existing index file that you all have, all Blockli customers. Now we've changed this. So what you just have to do is, first of all, copy your license key and save it somewhere, because we're going to delete all of this. So you go ahead and click here to edit this file and just highlight everything and just paste the new code. Now you can see that we've taken away all of those lines of code and everything is handled inside the app for you, that you don't have to come in to edit your index file anymore. So going forward, when we have a major release like this that requires changes to the index file, you don't have to do anything, because all of that is going to be taken care of inside the code base itself. So go ahead and do that and then replace your license key with your actual license key and then go ahead and save this. So I'm just going to jump in here. Now, before you do this, there's this site here which says website. Now you want to replace this as well with the domain of your app. This is very critical. This is very important. And please put that, it says enter your app domain here with no trailing slash. Don't put a trailing slash at the end of it. And of course, if you are going to be using a staging site for testing out your app, then you would want to actually use a different GitHub branch for that. And I'll show you what to do about that. So in this case, I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to replace this with my own app, my own site. So let's say it is Blockli.dev, and that's that. And I'll just go ahead here and say updated to Blockli 2.0, and then I'm gonna commit these changes. Now I've committed the change. Now this is my main branch. I'm gonna create another branch which I'm going to use for when I'm building my test app. So let's go ahead and go and view branches here. So let's quickly go and create a new branch, and I will call this staging, or you can call it dev, whatever you want to call it. And of course, make it pick the code that is already your main branch and just go ahead and create that branch. So now we have our second branch. So if I go back into this staging branch, we have the same code in there. Now what you're going to do for this one is just simply change the URL. So in this case, your URL might be staging dot, in this case, .blockli.dev. This is very important because your staging site, your staging URL is definitely going to be different from your production URL. So when you go into BuddyBoss to actually create a test app, you want to use this particular branch, your staging branch, for creating your test app. But when it's time for you to go to prod, then you use your main branch. So I would say updated to Blockli 2.0. and added the staging site URL. Oh, that's already too much. Anyway, so let's go in here and let's just save this. All right, so now I have staging and main, right? And when you go into your BuddyBoss plugin, you want to select your staging branch when you are building so that Blockli can recognize that URL. And so that's what you need to do. Now, if you already have existing code in your repository that is not Blockli code, or maybe it's a combination of Blockli code and a bunch of other code that is maybe another developer is working for you, then in that case, you want to be careful. You can either reach out to us and we're going to help you update that index file, or you can just pass along this same thing to your developer. So in this case, let's open this one here that says existing code. Now there are just a bunch of like 2 sessions of code that you need to add to your repository. So let me show you what that looks like. So let's go here, and then I'm just gonna go to branch that has existing code. I'll go to my index file. So you can see here in this one, what we've just done is that we copied this first section here and just came and pasted it right after the last import statement in your index file. You just paste it there. And then the next thing you're gonna do is to copy this one here, which is this section here. And then you're gonna come into your apply custom code function, and then you're going to paste that right after where it says external code setup. So you're just gonna come here and just paste that in there, and that's all you need to do. Now, if you have difficulty doing this, of course, reach out to us and we're happy to jump in and set that up for you. And that's how this is gonna work. Now, in the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you the new feature for custom post blocks, how to use it, and let's dive right into that in the next video.